In this video, I'm going to walk you through every single type of Amazon ad that you see on Amazon, and then how to actually create that ad in the back end in Seller Central and in your ad console. But I'm going to do it in a gentle and chill way instead of a super hypey in your face way. And the reason I'm doing that is because I noticed a lot of the Amazon content and Amazon PPC content for sellers, it's kind of like super high energy, super in your face, kind of hypey. And I can get down with that. I like that energy sometimes, but sometimes I don't learn best that way. And I know other people that don't learn best that way. So I'm going to be walking you through every single ad type there is in a very simplified fashion, in a very gentle and calm way. So get some tea, kick back, and let's get into it. Okay, so because we're going to be covering a lot, I made this really organized for you guys so you could easily see everything in a very visual way. So up in the left-hand corner, you're going to see whether or not this is an ad that shows up in search or if it's an ad that shows up on product pages, the two main places the ads show up on Amazon. Over here, you're going to see which of the three major ad types this ad is. Is it a sponsored brands ad, a sponsored products ad, or a sponsored display ad? Over here, I'm going to tell you exactly what the ad type is. So the specific ad type this is it a sponsored brand product collection ad, for example? Is it a keyword targeted sponsored product ad? And then I'm going to show you what the shopper sees. So how this ad shows up to the shopper. And finally, we're going to look at how we actually create the ad in the back end. So in our Seller Central or in the ad console, how do we create this ad ourselves? So let's get going. All right, here's the first ad we see. If we type in any keyword on Amazon, say I type in the word hiking stick or the keyword hiking stick, the first ad I'm going to see is this type of ad. Now, this is a sponsored brand product collection ad. This is usually the first ad that pops up. So you can see here, you've got an image, and this is a custom image that you can upload any custom image you want. And then you've got three icons of three different products. Now above that, you have the logo and you have a headline. That's a custom headline that you can put in. You can put in whatever text you want for that. And you even have a little linked icon or a little linked text for the brand name that says shop brand name to bring you to the storefront. So if you click on that, it'll bring you to the storefront. If you click on the image, it'll bring you to the storefront. But if you click on any of those three icons, it'll actually bring you directly to that product. So there are multiple different links that go different places in this ad type. So now we know where this ad shows up. It shows up in search right at the top. Let's talk through how we actually create this on the back end. So to create this ad, you're going to, when you are in your ad console, just click create campaign. And then right in the middle, you're going to see sponsored brands. You're going to click create under sponsored brands. And this is how you set up this campaign. So I'm not going to go through every single setting, but it's the one on the left here, product collection. This is the type of ad that we're looking at. And if I went through every single setting for how to set up all these ads, this video would be like 2 hours long. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to generally show you where to find this ad type in the back end in future videos. And in my past videos, I show everything about how to bid, what to budget, how to target, and all that stuff. So you can check out the rest of my channel to find out more details. Okay, next ad we see, if we keep scrolling down, is sponsored products ads in search. So you see these are ads that we're still in search here, so we haven't clicked anything yet. We just searched a term and we're scrolling down and looking at the results. And we see multiple spots. So customers frequently viewed, those are all sponsored product ads. All of these things that look like organic results that have the sponsored icon, that's a sponsored product ad. This is the type of ad that gets the most clicks and the most sales on Amazon by far. So a lot of people liken this to Google Ads, where in Google search, you search a term and it looks like you get a bunch of organic results, but actually the first like 4 to 5, sometimes 6 results are actually paid spots, are actually ads. And that's exactly how this works. So how do you create an ad like this? You click create campaign, and then on the left side, you see sponsored products. Add your product, click manual targeting. Automatic targeting can also bring there, but either keyword targeting or product targeting can land you an ad in search, whether you're targeting products or you're targeting keywords. That's the interesting thing about this type of ad. Most people don't realize, they think, okay, if I'm targeting hiking sticks, I'm just going to show up in search when people search hiking sticks. But actually, Amazon will also show that very same campaign on other hiking sticks listings. You can't really stop them from doing that. You can influence them through bid adjusters, but you can't stop them from doing that. So this is a sponsored product campaign. It's either targeting products or it's targeting keywords, more likely targeting keywords. And it could also possibly be an automatic targeting campaign as well. It doesn't have to be manual targeting. Auto campaigns show up here. All that we basically know is that these ads come from sponsored product advertising. Okay, so what's the next ad we see if we scroll even further is we see this video. It's right in the middle of search results. So we have to scroll down a few scrolls to actually come upon it. But once you do, you see this video, you see the primary image of the product that the video is advertising, and then you see all the normal stuff that you normally find in a thumbnail, which is the title, the reviews, the price, and any badges or coupons that they have. So this ad is a sponsored brand video ad. So to create this ad, you go to sponsored brands, click continue. And then when you scroll down, again, we're not going to get into all the settings, but the key is you're going to click on this middle icon, or the one on the right that is video. These are the ads that show up in the middle of search. Unlike the headline ad that advertises multiple products, sponsored brand video ads advertise just one product, similar to how sponsored product campaigns work, the last type of advertising that we just walked through. So that's how you create this type of ad. Okay, so let's keep scrolling down now, scrolling past the sponsored product ads, past the video ad, and now what do we see? These custom images with a logo and a little bit of text. And if I click one of these images, it doesn't bring me to a product page. It actually brings me to a storefront. So what is this? This is a sponsored brand store spotlight ad. Now to create this, you're going to go to sponsored brands, click continue. And then when it pops up, you're going to scroll down and you're going to look for store spotlight and click that one. This is the type of ad that you're looking at near the bottom of search that brings you to a storefront rather than to a product page. Okay, now if I scroll back up and I change the search term here, I'm going to find that there's actually a video playing at the top of search results. Sometimes you'll see this. This is also a sponsored brand ad, but it's not your standard sponsored brand video ad. A normal sponsored brand video ad can only advertise one product. So the way to set this up is a little bit different. So you're going to go to sponsored brands, click continue like we did before to create the sponsored brand video ad. But to do the headline video ad, we do this a bit differently. So one thing is, I just scrolled past it, but going to a VCPM style campaign where you're charged per 1,000 impressions versus per click is more likely to get you to the top of search. But the most important thing is that you click what I just clicked, driving traffic to a store rather than driving traffic to a product detail page. You can't have a single product ad driving traffic to a product detail page if you want your video ad to show at the top. But there is a little hack here, and I'm showing it right now on the screen. You can actually, at the bottom, after you've added your 3 products, you can remove them so there's only one left. And then if you do that, actually, if somebody does click on the video, they'll be taken to that products page instead of taken to the storefront, which is actually pretty powerful. Because if I was to click this ad up top that the shopper is seeing, that would actually take me to the storefront. But if I've removed all products but one, clicking it takes me to the product page. So this is a little hack that you guys can use to get a little bit more traffic from your headline, sponsor brand video ads. All right, next up we have sponsored display. So we finally got into the third ad type here. So in search, you see sometimes a sponsored display ad on the left-hand side, but a vast majority of the sponsored display ad placements actually occur on a product page. But you do get them in search, and this is where you get them. You get them right here on the left-hand side, and this is what they look like. Sponsored display campaigns have the highest variety of different formats. They show up lengthwise up and down, lengthwise side to side, pretty much every different format you could imagine they'll show up. It's basically how Amazon squeezes ads into little spaces that are hard to squeeze ads into. So how do you set this up? You go to sponsored display, click continue, and there are tons of ways to set up sponsored display campaigns. They actually have the most options, even though they get the least clicks and the least conversions out of all of the advertising types on Amazon. So this particular one was a sponsored display image ad, and they did not add a custom image. So they could have added a custom image to this, but since they didn't, Amazon just showed their default thumbnail image, their primary image. So that's how to set up this ad. All right, next we have sponsored display ads on product pages. Now these ads show up all over product pages. You can see there's one right next to the reviews here. There's one, if I scroll even further down past the bottom of the reviews, we're gonna see one right here. You can see what I mean, that Amazon just kind of squeezes these ads wherever they can fit, which is why they have so many different formats for these ads. There's one, and now I'm back to search results. Now I'm gonna click on a page. You're gonna see, here's one at the top. It's super thin, it's like a banner ad. Then if I scroll down a little bit, you're gonna see there's one on the right side here underneath the buy box. Then if I scroll down more, I'm gonna find another one right underneath this customer ratings by feature element. And Amazon just ends up squeezing this all over the listing in all different places. So how do we set this up? So you're gonna go to sponsor display and click continue. And here you're going to scroll down, and all of these settings, they're all for different purposes, but all that matters is these ads that we're seeing are custom image ads. Now you can add products as normal. Targeting, you have more targeting options in sponsored display. You can do contextual targeting or audience targeting, which is actually the only type of Amazon advertising that allows you to retarget. So it's possible that some of these ads that we're seeing on this listing we're being retargeted for because we either visited the product or we purchased the product in the past. You can also do audience targeting with this advertising type, where you target people that have certain interests or people in certain demographics or brackets. Amazon sponsored display ads give you a lot of options, even though it's arguably the least important ad type because it generates the least sales as a percentage. Normally people get anywhere between 1 and max 10 or 15% of their total ad sales from sponsored display, and all the rest comes from sponsored products and sponsored brands. Okay, so now that we're on a product listing, let's look at one of the most common types of ads, and that's sponsored products ads that are ASIN targeted or showing up on product pages. That whole section there was sponsored product ads. This whole section is sponsored product ads based on your recent reviews. Customers who bought this also bought can be sponsored. We'll see another section down here, related products with free delivery on eligible orders. That's all sponsored product ads. So all of these ads are sponsored product ads that are showing up on a listing. Now that can be either because we targeted the listing, or it could be because we targeted a keyword that this listing is also relevant for. So Amazon can show your ads on product listings, whether or not you actually targeted that listing, which is an interesting fact. So to create this, you go to sponsored products. And really, since any kind of sponsored product ad can result in showing your ad on a listing, there's not really much for me to show you in here. Manual targeting, keyword targeting, auto targeting, product targeting, all of these different ad types can end up showing on product pages, no matter whether you're showing a product, whether you're targeting a product or targeting a keyword. All right, next we have the sponsor brand video ads that show up on product pages. So if I scroll down on this product page, keep scrolling, here's where I see sponsor brand video ads. And remember, this is the same type of ad type that we saw in the middle of search earlier on. That very same ad could also be showing on a listing like this. So you can see that it shows in a very different format. In search, it was like long. It took up like the whole width of search. Here on the listing, it's like more of a square format, and it's the video, and underneath it is the title and the image, the reviews, and the price. And if I click this ad or I click the video, it's going to take me to that product listing, not to a storefront. So how do we create this? You go to sponsored brands, scroll down, and you're going to just select video, and you're going to select product detail page, not store on Amazon. The store on Amazon is what you would select if you wanted your video to show at the top of search. But this type of video ad that shows on product detail pages, you want to click drive traffic to my product detail page. And that is it, guys. That wraps up my gentle overview of every type of ad on Amazon simplified. My YouTube channel here is still very small, and I'm experimenting to see what people resonate with. So if you're watching this, you're one of the few people that are watching this, please do comment. I will answer every comment on the video because I'm really looking to find what's resonating with you guys, what's valuable to you, what's not valuable. If this really didn't resonate with you, I want to know that too. So please do comment. I'll respond to all the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.